blood will be spilt!
You call that combat?
I'll send...
Did that hurt? Gone weak at the knees, have you? Bring it on. Is that all you've got? You...
Rise!
You'll get one.
Could do with a bite to eat. Look what I've got. You'll love this. That's a good boy. That's my...
Here we are. Jesus Christ.
Can I sleep here?
I suppose. For how long?
Just the one night?
No problem.
Here you go.
Good luck then.
A meal to go with the ale, please.
Here.
Bring me something to eat.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Here. To me. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to learn something from you.
And what can you do?
A bit of everything.
Can you now? But to be more precise, do you understand herbs and medicinal plants?
I do.
In that case, you've come to the right place. Someone who knows what they're doing will have it done in a jiffy. Go to the herb garden, take a good look at what's growing there, and then pull up the weeds in the herbaceous beds. Is that clear?
Clear. I can get cracking.
Not so fast. Have I even told you what I consider a weed? It's dandelions, stinging nettles, and thistles. Those plants have their use, but they've no business growing among the euphrasia and the mentha, or anywhere else in that garden for that matter.
Where is it they're not supposed to grow?
Between the mint and the eyebright. Once you've cleared the garden of weeds, come back, and woe betide you if you pull up anything but weeds.
Don't worry. You've never had as good a gardener. How do I know which are the weeds?
You see, this is the part where you learn something. Look in the herbarium to find out what a dandelion, stinging nettle.
How can I tell them apart?
You see, this is the part.
I see.
May the Lord watch over you.
God be with you.
It's done.
Did you weed the beds and leave?
Not a leaf wasted.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm going to check with... Take care now.
I can't. I just can't. Please.
Were you satisfied with my weeding?
You're a fine fellow. Truly, I couldn't have done a better job myself. You're a herbalist at heart. Here's the reward. You earned it. Good luck, then.
Do you need any more help?
Knowledge of herbal remedies always comes in handy. Listen up. We have some new brothers who are meant to help me with the wounded, but not all of them know their medicinal herbs as well as I'd hope. They'll have to be taught.
I'm not much of a teacher.
I should imagine not. But you won't be doing any teaching, just helping me put together our new herbarium. I shall need all of the herbs mentioned in the old one.
That sounds easy. I'll be right back.
Don't be so sure. Some of the herbs are shy little things, prone to hiding from sight. When you've collected one of each, come back for your reward. One more thing. Bring me some old book or other. We'll scrape off the old ink to make a palimpsest, and use the blank pages for the herbarium.
An old book. Very well. Would you teach me more?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more.
All right, but it... Now,
Chicken!
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wager on the rat egg tourney?
What do I need to get?
Do you have a brain in that head of yours? You need something
What do I need to get to Banner?
Do you have a Is someone there?
Jesus, I see a thief! I see a thief! Guard! Help! Arrest that thief!
What was that?
What the? He's stealing! Watch out, a thief!
Is someone there?
Christ! A thief! People! A thief!
What the hell was that?
Coming by, sir.
Good God. God bless.
I've got those herbs you wanted.
Let me see if you have everything. Excellent, you have all the plants. I'll take those from you. And what of the book? Did you remember to bring it?
I certainly did. Here it is.
Thank you for everything. I'll set someone the task of scraping away the old ink and making the herbarium.
It was my pleasure.
God be with you.
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Well, that depends.
You're alive. So you're doing well.
What's happening here? Please. Oh my God. Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
You wouldn't happen to know what Fritz and Matthew did here, would you?
Don't even talk to me about that. They weren't badly injured compared to most of the others here, and after lying in bed for a while, they got bored. So they started drinking. I'm trying to help people in dire need, and the two of them are drinking with that cretin Elias.
They always have been thoughtless, but at least they were punished for it. Who is this Elias, anyway?
One of the ordinal monks who helps out here. He was the one who brought the booze. All three of them got friendly pretty fast. You know what they say about birds of a feather.
I won't get any sleep. I just won't get any sleep.
What kind of person is this Elias?
A timid kind of fellow.
And why is he being so hard on Fritz and Matthew? They're drowning in debt because of him, and it seems all they had was a small fight.
I don't know. He was the one who wanted to befriend them in the first place. I don't believe it's because of any property damage they did. It's got more to do with wounded pride.
And do you know what got between them?
I don't have a clue. One minute they're the best friends in the world, and then a lot of yelling and furniture flying around. They threw Fritz and Matthew out straight afterwards.
Thank you. That's all I need.
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Ratai unconscious, and I needed a healer. How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
Brother Nicodemus? Who's he?
He takes care of the injured. He knows something about herbs and a little about setting broken bones.
And is he good at it?
He tries, but he doesn't have much experience.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe, but convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded? I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
Very well. And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power. Tell me more about... All right, that's...
Please, help me.
And who are you?
Brother Elias.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
How long have you been helping here?
Since before the refugees arrived. It was much less crowded back then.
And what do you do here exactly?
Mainly, I help Brother Nicodemus. Occasionally, I keep watch at night in case someone takes a turn for the worse. Sometimes I have to hold a patient down or fetch and carry things.
Do you know anything about healing?
A little. I can manage the basics, but without Brother Nicodemus, I'd never be able...
Thank you. I heard you had a fight with Fritz and Matthew.
Heathens.
So it was you they fought with?
Yes, it was me, and I hope I'll never have to see those wastrels again.
They deserve to be ousted, but the debt? How are they ever going to pay it?
I really don't care. Let them live in penury. Brutes.
God, what will happen to my family?
I'm surprised you see it that way. They only talk about you with respect.
Really? Them?
Of course. They said you fight like a bull. And they hope you'll have a beer with them sometime again.
Well, definitely. Men will fight sometimes. I'm sure we'll settle this debt somehow. Take care now.
God, what will happen to my...
You're the one who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
Oh, if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
Why are they so badly provided for? People are crammed in next to each other, and some have to sleep outside. That can't be good for them. It gets freezing here at night.
I can't.
How is that possible? You're the infirmar...
But I have no say in... And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount.
I can't believe your conscience lets you leave the Skalitz locals in such a state.
I know. I'm ashamed.
And the local custodian?
I tried him, but it seems he had...
Can't you do anything?
Unfortunately not. The brothers in the cloister aren't much in, and the custodian has enough on his plate with the chaos in the region.
Even so.
You're not the only...
How are the wounded?
Some of them are well taken, others are dying. It's a good thing we have Johank.
So you don't normally treat the wounded, then?
Quiet!
There were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat.
If only it had been a battle.
You were there? God be merciful.
How can I help you?
Have you talked to Johank?
I did.
Well, if you know something about it, then go and take a look.
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith.
Come and speak to me.
What do you think about the
Baron von Berg? Well, the last time I saw him was when
I heard he's been here a lot.
That's true. He comes to visit Johanka.
Thank you.
Yeah!
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to...
Ah, and how is Johanka? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
Sometimes. A little.
That's good. Excellent. Johanka means a lot to me.
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food...
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
Maybe because of Johanka.
What precisely are you getting at?
She has a kind heart. Everyone can see how deeply she cares about the wounded. If you help her selflessly, it'll win her over. She's bound to be impressed.
Maybe you're right. It will cost me something, but I'll discuss it with Nicodemus. I should be able to help in some way. God be with you.
These wounds have been well taken care of. He'll be able to get out of this on his own. These wounds have been well taken care of.
What will happen to my family?
Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly.
I can't stay here.
He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka. Everything here is fine?
Yeah, where? What's happening?
You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me.
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive.
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything...
Weeks.
What's the problem?
I have a family. I'm poor. It's only thanks to the building work that we can... Where can me and my wife go then? Who'll take us in?
Is there anything I can do to help?
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse. And an old hag from the village...
And do you remember what the herb...
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this...
I'll try to find...
Thank you.
God be with you. You look all right?
Mostly, but my legs...
Did the humans...
That's what I tell them. Occasionally.
Well, that's no use. I've got bandages.
Wonderful. Could you tell Brother Nicodemus?
I can do it myself.
A
long time ago.
Well, may the Lord...
How are you feeling?
Good.
It will.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it.
Farewell.
He'll be able to get out of this on his own. He'll be able to get out of this on his own. I'm not needed here.
Take care now.
Henry!
What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. I'm not holding out my...
My God!
And what do you suggest?
Well, I can try.
You?
Unfortunately, I've had a case. You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have...
Well...
One of the sick men, Semek, is complaining...
Semek?
No, he's a...
Henry! For God's sake! Our neighbours are dying here. Oh, on...
Listen, all I need to find out is...
Then go and look it up in a book.
What happened to Philip?
Poor man. Then...
But do you know what?
Maybe...
But what can we do?
Us. Nothing.
But I found him. He preached...
He's alive. Good luck, then.
I can't sleep again.
Are you holding him firmly?
Aye.
Done.
Good day, Henry.
Quiet!
Do you know anything about...
I'm not an expert.
Well, one of the workers who was injured during construction... He mentions...
Herbs.
Oh.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but you can have a look.
Thank you.
Take care.
I won't get any sleep. I just won't get any sleep. I can't. I just can't.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Hopefully I have what...
Thank you. With any luck, if you find the time.
See you later.
Dear Mistress Johanka, I come again in admiration of your selfless dedication. I would like to invite you to a fine banquet at my palace. You certainly have earned What business have you here, fellow? Who let you in?
I'm taking care of the wounded, as I'm sure you're aware.
Ah. Well then, run along and take care of them, and let me talk to Johanka. You're not needed here.
Wouldn't it be better to have the banquet here, custodian?
What?
If you won't give the sick anything else, couldn't you...
Nobody's going to talk to me that way. Lock him up for the night and let him learn some manners.
What?
Don't that you start.
Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wager on the